This is for the Justice Department and Social Security and the U.S. Senators. I'm watching a video that you put down May the 22 or 23 this year. And I want to tell you something. You talk about stick by the rules, and I'm telling the Justice Department, you should stick by the rules. And I'm telling this Christian, we will not stick by racism rules. We would not stick by when businesses act like they with disability and they play like they want us there and they don't want us there. They lie to us and treat us wrong. And once they get us in there for a while, they don't know how to appreciate us. Then they treat us like we nothing like Social Security does. And I just measured you. I'm gonna have to make sure I got the right information down. And I'm messaging Miss Crystal right now on the situation that's going on here. And they act like they with us, but then Walmart would do the same thing. When we walk into businesses and employees act like they believe in God, but they don't believe in God. They don't believe in the principle of God. They don't believe in that rules. We ain't gonna play by those rules. God ain't gonna play by racism rules and how we get treated in the Social Security businesses. I want them to know we are not gonna play by those rules on how we getting treated in Social Security business. We are not gonna do those things. That things are not gonna happen at all. We are fighting for something bigger where there are women that like to turn and antagonate and treat us like we ain't nothing, but we don't want that get outcast. We don't want to act like they say we don't want Governor Abbott don't live by their word, they no job, don't discriminate. They love lies. While we live truthfulness. Something that you can never understand. 1,000 years from now, is that they don't. God said, "May never be nobody like me," because they scared to stand. To stand when our black people trying to take it with the white people and trying to take it against us. But God said, "You want a church in the city, want to sacrifice something." And these people are like they believe in God. You fake your love for me. You fake your love for me. You act like you believe in me, but you fake your love for me. You don't love me like you say you love me. You fake your love for me, and you don't understand those grounds and understand those holy grounds. Those love are fake, but business the way they act towards us, how can we understand it? How can we come for something that's greater? I didn't have it easy, but I understand the challenge that's ahead. But don't get it one step. When I ask Jeff and them every time, either you teach me, they wanted to be racist, black people. They define who we are. Teaming up with black people and the rest of them. I would not back down for their kids and everything. Why should I get sacked? Why should I go through trauma and they the one that's scared? They the one that don't have faith when they lied to me. When they lied what they were God. When Governor Abbott live a lie. When Texas live a lie. I have always lived in my truth. And I'm going to tell you my true code is. I have this world on my terms. I got this on my level. I quit when I want to quit. And another thing, I never let nobody tell me what I can't do in life. I will walk off on them. But you want to go to job court and whatever that is and get job training where businesses should already accept. And we have to play a part of that. We have to play a part of Kroger's. We have to act like people love us and they don't love us. We have to act like they understand us, and they don't understand us. They act like they understand us, and they don't understand us. Those things never was the case. But you want me to stick by those rules where God said the rules have been broken. The rules have been broken by your government and by your businesses that didn't live by what they say on the paper. By Governor Abbott didn't live, Texas didn't live by what they say on the paper. Texas have already broken that code. The American businesses and Walmart and Texas business have been broken that code since I've been on this earth, God said. And now people want to destroy me. And while they kids go to church and live, you want to destroy what God said, I tell your loved ones I'm sleeping in my heavens. And they don't know my spirit that has left my heaven. And I enter the heart that is pure. But God said I'm only in the vessel to show him guidance. By the time he leaves, he is going to have my guidance. But they're using in church in the city. God said, you use because you see, but you stand against it. You don't know history like we know history. You don't know my name through the ages. You just know, you don't know my name. You don't know my body. You just hear stories of me. That's all you have is stories of me. That's all you have is stories of me. We are greater about what we stand for. And some people meant to go against that stand. They will portray God over and over again on what we stand for. But when you say stick by the rules, I want you to tell Tum Tum and Crow that I will break those rules. I will break Walmart rules. I will break it when I see the Holy Spirit of racism. I will break it when they think we don't have a way out and they treat us bad. They act like they want us, but they live their lives in their businesses. Why we need to win. Those things can't be broken or understanding. But politics, when I was on Twitter and Senator Ted and Governor Ad Page, right? I hear the politics, but they want to treat us with them wrong. They want to attack and antagonate. I told the Justice Department what was done. And the mayor want to sit up there with a political fuel while God lose. God Dallas ain't winning, they losing. Texas ain't winning, they losing. God is winning. I am winning. God is winning while hip-hop lose. You give it something to Boosie, and he's a liar. God said, I stand by that. He have my money, but he don't have my trust. I'm going to tell Justice Department, Boosie have my money, but he don't have my trust. I told you when I told the civil rights in the jail, they said nigga with the money ain't scared. The nigga that believe in God ain't scared. But they'll kill that because they don't believe. They don't believe that. They don't believe what we believe. I seen heaven and earth. That is different from what you can't see. I probably didn't see God body. He didn't tell me his name, but I know it was him in my dreams. I know it was him in my dreams. I felt him when he lifted that cover off me. And that guy told me in 2019, Where was God in President when my son had died? I went to my cell and I put the cover on my head 20 times. 20 times I put the cover over my head. I said, God, if you was here, I still won't deny you. I still won't deny you. I still won't deny you. And when I slept for a while, after I slept, I tell you, I had a dream when I was in the cell, told me to get up. And I was able to see the Holy Spirit of that same person that I got into an argument. Boosie have my money, but he don't have my trust. Dallas don't have my trust. Texas don't have my trust. They have betrayed their commanders. The Social Security have betrayed their commanders. And you don't understand that. When I talk to the other senators about this is a Texas problem, this is a United States problem. But you want to defeat God. You want to kill. God never did say he'll die for us again. He want to walk amongst us. God said, I sit 1,000 feet away from my gates. I got an angel on the left and an angel on the right. And it's 20 of you humans standing by my gates while you alive. And your body, I got your body waiting by my gates. I got your body waiting by my gates. God said, I got your body waiting by my gates. But your spirit enter the body of the gates before you enter my heavens with your former body. But your memory is going to kick in soon. But God said another thing, even though me and Jesus sit and your loved ones with me, I see out of my angel's eyes and I see your spirit. God said you have betrayed your commanders. You have betrayed the ancestors. You have betrayed everybody that's before us. Abraham Lincoln, George Washington. You have betrayed your commanders in ways that you can't understand. Legislators, by supporting your communities and supporting people that don't have the faith in there. That lady told me, you know what that lady said? Sue as you want. And I can't decide the consequences for your employees. Right? That was she told me at the car center. Let's talk about this. God said, I want to talk about this when Tunton was involved. And we have to understand where we are greater at. I would not bend down to Walmart. I would not bend down to Kroger's. I would not bend down to hip-hop, racism. I would not bend, God, but you want to keep my name alive after they didn't kill me again? We don't play by that. We don't play by those rules. God said we are meant to destroy those rules that define us. I have no regrets. When you say play by the rules, I have no regrets. I would define that for a bigger purpose. I would find loopholes. I learned about the legislators in school. Miss Chastity and them told me at Newman Smith High School. We learned about the legislators. We learned about the Senate. But the one thing I didn't like when I was in New Orleans, they didn't teach me about my New Orleans senators. They didn't teach me about the mayor. They didn't teach me about all the things. Who's the mayor before that? Who's the mayor? But they didn't. I had to find out I knew, but I learned about my legislators. I learned about my senator, Miss Chastity, Miss Lynn, and all of us worked on these things. And I was able to find you. This was been a long time coming. And I think Miss Chastity and people at Newman Smith know this. This has been a long time coming. The legislators, Governor Abbott. I want you to know some resource about me. At 14, 15 years old, going on my first year, going on job interviews. This has been a long time coming. We didn't spend all our time in the classroom. That's the difference from when Mr. Pouncey passed by, we close our door. Because the way they do regular students, and sometimes they still don't do it at this moment. They let them chill in the cafe, watch a movie. Let's get the teachers to go out there and get lunch. See, they don't know how to switch it up with the students. Tell their mom to get them $20, $30. Let them order a movie, watch a movie. Let them have it, enjoy while they do their. There's so many things what you do. You let them be in the cafeteria instead of being in the classroom more and watching a movie and doing all the Grease. I didn't do that. We watched the Grease, the first Grease movie. We used to watch Princess Dot, the one with the girl off of that and off the thing. Actors. We had my mama still got this favorite cake that my teacher liked to make. And when my cousin, my baby mama cousin worked at Target, she got this cake built for me. But let me tell you something. When she tried to get me on that Target, and you know what your black people did? They said no. That's what racism did at Target in Louisville. We understand what we got to go through. But you define it. Over there by Creekview right now, they got a Walmart. Before there was a Walmart, there was Albertson. On my first year, they denied me. We talked about these things and hung up with racism intent. We are not the same. But you put me through this. Because your community, your society can't change, and you act like you understand God. And you break those rules. I know you always thought about me. I want to let the senator know. You always wonder about me, huh? I want the senator to know. Did you always wonder? I want the senators to know. God said, did you always wonder about me? I want to know at the Social Security to know. Did you always wonder about me? Did you always wonder? I want the senator of Texas to know something. Did you always wonder? Washington, did you always wonder? Well, I define those orders of Walmart, Dirkman Miller is a liar. And God would not stand for it. God would not stand for Robert and his black employees. God would not let him break us for what the black and white stand for together. But they want to kill and act like they with us. They vote and act like they with us. Your vote don't mean nothing to me. That means you just against me. God said your voting, your piece of paper don't mean nothing to me. God said your spirit ain't right. Your lies and your deception ain't right. But that just means you against me. When God walked into the village and he saw starving, he had a little anger. He lifted the table up. He understands those things or what the principles or those things have to be given. The enemy want us to do violence on our family, and we ain't going to play it like that. We ain't going to let it eat when they think about themselves. When we got a bigger goal here. Our strength is more bigger than anything. I would not bend to Walmart and any racist business or racist community that don't understand God and they play like they understand him. But I'm going to tell you what I've been doing, senators know. I've been hugging my flag while Boosie hugged his body. He hug a woman, but I hug God. And when they see me hug that flag, that means I know God. You can't break me. Tell Dirkman Miller his racism and his black employees, what they stand for, can't break me. You and y'all teaming up. You can't break God, but you want to sack and you want to carry my name. You a faker. But this is what you want. God said, I give you the strength to be calm, to tell my enemy. I give my child the strength to lower his voice and hide his voice down, whatever even a warning. I tell him these things because we have to understand the meaning of those things. But look at the camera of jealousy in the Holy Spirit. Question that 2996 and see when I was on that court and your intimidation. God said, you want to know answers? Come on and get the answers that you're looking for. You want to know when they define when Walmart go against and he define those answers? You don't know me like you say you know me. You want my money, but you don't want my love. You don't want to love me, but you don't understand it. That's why the difference of it. You carry my name on that dollar and that flag, but you don't know me like you say you know me. You need money to survive, but you don't really know me. How can we define those orders? I will keep breaking those rights. My son will break your rules. My daughters beyond daughters will break everything you stand for. I don't care. My son, his stepson will break those rules. I will make sure that. I will make sure that. I told my son yesterday, you protect your mama. Because sometimes we don't know what's ahead. We don't know what's ahead. We don't know what our black hatred and white and Mexican to do. We don't know when people will do when they don't believe in us. You know what my son asked Senator Ted? I want Senator Ted to know. You know what my son asked me when he was down here? Dad, why you don't take me to school? My stepson, it hurted me so very much when I went to that CPS office. And all my stepson is know is me. He said, Dad. And I couldn't see him with me. My baby mama's more stronger than you weak-ass woman ever could be. I got more respect for anybody I deal with. And I got more respect in her than I got with any woman I damn deal with. God say, never test my strength. Never test my strength and my ability. You know God gives, you know what God you can't understand? You have to study it. God, the moon in the atmosphere. God can see the moon spirit. He can see the moon. He can see the sun. He can see between those things.
So excited to get laser hair.
He can see between those things. They don't get us like they say they get us. They don't understand us like they understand us. But God said, why boost his smile and you reward him? And God said, you steady lying to me, Texas. You steady lying with your thing, but you steady don't want to admit it. You steady lie while you give to them. You steady lie while you use your power and you abuse it. While Bumby and them eat is about talent. Mess those talent when my name is that line here. God say, mess that talent, mess that rap talent, mess those talent with my legacy at line when you mention my name. God say, I want the Bible taken away. I want the flag taken away. When you lie, family is easy to be forgiven. But you will define what we stand for their lies in Dallas, for the politics lies. You would defy God and everything we stand for. Martin Luther King didn't watch everybody surrounding him. No, that ain't gonna happen with me when the Spirit identify more. But you will break everything you stand for. Why boosting them, you will break those lies. Why Dallas and the rest of them and forward, because of their racism and they don't have love and belief. God said, we done with them. We done with Texas and they deceiving. We done with their deception. We done with Dallas community trying to break the faith of what we stand for. You want me to forgive where you show no sympathy for me in 2000 and Addison where they laughed and done it? But you want family to turn while your community terrorized and they care about themselves. But they want, I told Miss Crystal, you know what I told Miss Crystal the other day? You know what I wrote her the day before? They act like they scared. And they act like they scared in the Galleria Mall in 2019. But they the one that judge with racism. They the one that define God. They the one that break those rules. They want to know what they did wrong. God say, why we got to explain something to you? You doctors supposed to be good at your job. And it seemed like you ain't that good, God said. You ain't that good to understand human behavior, right? You supposed to be professional. Know what antagonating the mind is. You supposed to understand when humans antagonated.
This is someone who was juggling. To keep the points here, someone who could.
You supposed to understand it. Family would never be tampered with. Nobody of above their power here. One thing God said, family private, but you know what you got to do? You got to forgive in those situations. Family ain't to be tampered with. And I'm telling them, And I want them to hear me. They talking about it, Dallas, that did it. They can't get to you. They can no. I want everybody to know what I know is the consequences of the death. Your family and your kids. I'm on the thing right now. I'm on the thing right now. You got my AirPods? No, I don't got it in here. It probably in here. Those things have to understand those things. But Jay Prince and Boosie smiling white they getting away with lies. And BG, I had the message, and they lying and saying he got out early, right? And I had to message you, right? And Boosie smiling with his lies with the rest of them. Jay Prince with their dumb asses. I meant family. Tello is not to be tampered with. I will always know when my heavens are being tampered with. But I'm the one, but you want me to have compassion and they cry with sympathy. Young Jesus said, let those things that you can't change. They told me the same thing in Dallas, right? You better kiss my ass and go to hell, that Judge Kennedy put. And we're going to talk about that. I want everything you gave them racist black hip hop gave to MO3 and Yellow Breeze in them. And they still gave it to bullshit. Racism that don't believe. God said we won't belong to us or what footwork them lied about. And the Dallas courtroom, I don't care what you got to do. God said, if you got to put every judge in that damn courtroom to jail, every DEA, every state attorney to jail, you do what needs to be done. If you got to put them to death, I need you to do guard action to put the state attorneys, the DEA, at the care, put them to death. Don't let them. And you know what Ryan said something? He said something. Don't believe in what you hear. Don't. All right, let's go to civil rights. The guy say, don't believe in the prophecy. All right, let's go to civil rights. You at that gun. Let's go where radio station and BET. BET. I want my damn money, BET, for supporting a racist fuck. We don't have hatred, but we will fight for what we stand for. But our own black will try to destroy that. I'm so mad because I'm so mad. A black guy and a black girl. I never met this person that they're in their life, and so mad because when you're trying to connect with people, everything is about connection with me. And that this guy and this girl won't get to know a real nigga. This black guy and this black girl won't get to know a real nigga. Then them in this community want to get they want to get to know something real, and none of them. But it doesn't matter if you real, the enemy still will be out there. You know, God told me something when I got stabbed. I remember going to New Orleans. And I remember when I was a kid, that girl meant it right there. She was sorry. God showed me the spirit of forgiveness. I remember in New Orleans, Louisiana, she showed me the spirit after I got stabbed on my own. And I remember being in that New Orleans courtroom. And I remember her brother and her mom always came in, because her brother was always shy. Came in the East apartment with Lil Wayne, were always shy. And her mom came and checked up on me and everything. Her mind came and her mind came and checked up on me and everything. And let me tell you something. When she sat in front of that court, she was sorry. I felt it in her spirit. I saw her mindset in her spirit. I felt that. But let me tell you something. This is to settle any misunderstanding. We focusing on education here. That's what that need to be focused on. I'm asking for when I'm asking from you, not just a one-time payment that lasts. Because we are going to focus on growth. We're not going to take it on the raw. You know, God gave me a dream. He said he was sometimes you got to forgive your family because they growed up on testimony. And Whoopi Goldberg said our family used to quit cotton and all of those things. And I watched some movies when my person off a lethal weapon and her at the house. But God said, this right here is to settle this. God said, me and him, we need this. You need to make an example out of those ones. Not just a one-time payment. It's going to last for a life. We are going to work at it together. And I'm asking, is you with me? One thing I didn't like about university test, you're going to sit by me when I get wrong. You're going to help me get in there. And we're going to work at it constantly and constantly and constantly. You're going to get another teacher. If you don't want to work, we're going to get another teacher. If you want to do something, we're going to work at it constantly. I want University of Texas to know me. I want to know them what I'm about. I want University of Texas to know me when I went on their website, to know what I'm about. Balance have to be given because Walmart don't give it. These businesses in this community, they show no sympathy to me when antagonating the mindset and they calling me out of my name. I had to tell them what Walmart did with when Jessica and her manager was doing when I was in that back room doing inventory, right? We had to identify it, right? Mexican out there screaming out, talking about you don't want to forgive. That's another damn thing out in the community. I don't got time for this. Is going to set the record straight. We are going to do this what needs to be done. And I'm not, no, I know one time this is going to be, we are making up for lost times. And I don't got time to argue with a business, a white, or black. They got their own political fool. I know the challenge in our face, and I'm willing to face at it and work at it every damn day. We will never lose. My fight gotta be greater than the means. And it's sorry that it had to come to this. It's sad that it had to come to this fight, this battle. You know the body needs, and I understand, and you let it go on with these dumb people. Boosie look like a damn dummy, but God said he's getting away with everything. The mayor's getting away, right? I want them to hear me. The mayor and them getting away with they getting away for politics and what they did wrong. God said I would never die. And we almost back to normal. Horoscope see, you haven't been fed to it. I always been fed to myself. But I know I can push those boundaries. And he talking about somebody, boy, look at your little lying behavior. Made it 17, the gang member was laughing at me, made it 17, right? When Miss West was acting the ass. When the Dallas courtroom was acting the ass. Right? Hey, you think I'm gonna go against family? You think that's what the enemy want because they care about themselves. Baby, go take a walk. God said, go take a walk. Put on your music. Buy your tablet. Go down. I got a tablet right here. Go down some music. Get you some headphones. Go do you something like that. Understand yourself more. But should I back down from you? I will keep breaking every rule. My son gonna break it. If I have daughters behind daughters, I want them to watch out for the spirit I element. You lucky I got one damn kid and a stepson. Because I make it worse for you. I make it worse for you. I make it worse for you. You lucky I got one kid. But I teach my kid God gave me a secret. And he gave me many more. But I work for them. They don't even know my social security issue. Look at him. Look at his lies. Beyond lies, beyond lies. Look at they only fight for themselves. They instead of making noise in here, y'all can't hear the echo because my window down. And they instead of just doing the shit they don't supposed to. A little Mexican in there, man. So, no, I don't got time for that. Hey, but you letting them get away with lies, right? You actually letting the mayor get away and City Hall and them members. Hey, they getting away, right? Hey, this is how things are turning out to be. Where the justice at in that? When you let your political, your community that don't want to understand, I don't got time for this. I, but you really had a foreman in there. You really had the balls to having a foreman in there. Come on. Come on, dude. Come on. Come on. And I heard what he said that night. Civil rights. Come on. And I told the civil rights and the justice. Come on. Come on. Come on. You had the nerve to portray everything in your country for lies and racism of black and white and Mexican and your people. God don't respect that. God don't respect Texas for that. Respect the politics and the white and black and Mexican that care about that. I would not stand by your rules. I would break it. And my kids before that would break your rules. When they catch on to your spirit of hatred and lies and not believing in me, I'm sorry, it's passion. I would break. You had the nerve. For them and that lady. For your community. For them. God said you had the nerve to betray everything you stand for. To betray to get their money. To betray them. Governor Abbott, God said you don't understand me. Stop with your lies. Stop with your lies. You care about them more than you care about me. Stop with your lies. You say you understand me, but you understand these people. They don't care. They want my money. They don't care about my love. God don't trust you, Governor Abbott. You have broke the trust. Your DEA and your prosecutor have broke the trust of them. But you care about them more than you care. You sit up there with these kids that don't understand it. My kid, 5 years old. I want him to know something that he needs to understand. How you are in these businesses. You talk about death. Justin Bieber talk about death. Martin Luther King talk about it. But let me tell you something. Martin Luther King, God understood. He didn't watch the people that surround him. He smiled in the crowd, but he didn't know his enemy more than he knew everything. But you allow this man to lie, to bring up rumors and lie. You allow Boosie to come up. Let's bring the disability papers to the courtroom and we got something to say. I hear you loud and clear. I hear your criticism loud and clear. I even heard it on Facebook on Governor Abbott and Senator Ted's page. Some people don't respond. The politics don't respond on your thing. But it's passion. I know how to calm it down. I will break those rules. I will break those rules. God will break your rules for the greater good. For the greater good, God will break those rules. Now, this dummy is getting away with a lot of things. Now, evil is getting away with a lot of things, lies. And Dallas really acting ass and forward. Huh? But you know something that I know right, huh? Senator Ted on this page. You know, and people in Paris that wanted to be on my team. Trump know more than he know. They know more than he know, right? People in Paris and London all over. You know more than you know, right? This is for them. They know more than they know. You was watching me the whole time. Watching talent from around the world. Come on, Trump. Come on, Hillary Clinton. Come on. The guy that did, remember, come on, let's discuss this. Why Boosie get away with lies and Yellow Breeze and them in Dallas get away with lies. Let's discuss this. They don't even know you got my network. Why Boosie still eat. He don't even know I talk to people in California and New York. You know it and I know it, right? But they the one that don't know how to network. And they the one that's stuck on IG, YouTube, and all of this rest of this. I saw Hot Boy twerk on UP Live. But I know how to show consistency. I got back on Bit Live, me and I know how to show consistency. A kid asked me where that I wanted to go this year. Because one dude would think he asked me, I wanted to go to film production. But are we done yet? Let me tell you something. Rules are meant to be defied when we are fighting for something greater. And I don't want y'all to take no wrong idea about it. Rules are meant to be defied. You know, my son told me, I don't know who told me, you're a joke, Dad. I told son, it don't make you a joke when you're standing up for what you believe in. It don't make you, I want the senators, I know, don't think, I want the senators to hear me. And I want them to hear me. What my son told me. It don't make you that. And I understand they're teaching them no good. But you know, I took my son around the community. I took him before he left. I showed him some houses. And I said, son, you can have the same thing, but you don't have to work different. You don't have to work hard, but you're going to have to work different. You're going to have to strategize different from others. I know it's going to be hard, whatever you think your challenges is. But God said, how can we stop when we are making so much of misunderstanding? Sinners, we have to understand something that we have to understand. We ain't done yet. And I'm sorry for the hooping and hollering and all of that when I'm messaging y'all. I'm sorry for the hooping and hollering. It's just so much passion. You know, when I was in Atlanta, he said something about rage. It's not rage, it's passion. I'm getting tired of being held back by racism and how black people act. But I will not sacrifice for them. I will not be put down at the bottom of the map because I work. Hey, I ain't the guy from Baltimore. I worked since I was 14. Where that at? At Newman Smith, Big Latina. I don't know. One of the things we had a problem with, every time we mail stuff off, y'all talking about it, we didn't get it, and then we got to bring it back again. Even when we go up there, we got with the system and take it, right? When I sat at my local office and I sit in one of those counters, other people had the same problem. No, one girl made me a security guard. Um, she. I think about it now in Atlanta. Said, "Usually I don't cry when I can't get what I want." And she had a little mean little face, and I didn't even take it to love. Shout out to her in Atlanta, and shout out to the Dallas security guard. When they was taunting in there, shout out to her. I would love for her to be at the Walmart party. I would love for her to be there. She knows who she is. That told me don't let people get to you. She knows who she is. She knows who she is in Dallas. I was gonna. She knows who she is, and I really wanted to be there. So if I'm sitting at the table, I really want you to. I really want the security guard to be there. Thanks for your advice. She knows who she is. I don't know her name, but she knows who is when Taunton was involved with the security guards. She know who she is, and I wish her the best. I hope she have it all, and I wish that she get a bonus. But God said that's not up to me. That's not up to me. That girl. That's not up to me. I hope she get a bonus in Dallas as security guard. I hope she get a bonus. She know who she is. She know who she is. If it was up to me, you have your own bonus card, and you have to just file it on your card. If it was up to me, at the Dallas County, if it was up to me, you would have your own bonus card. Hey, but sometimes instead of them taking out your check, they don't allow it to file at your. I hated at Walmart. I get $199 buy and they deduct that. They need to let you file that on your taxes and let that be separate. So I hope, and it's sad to see this shit go on. God is disappointed in this situation with Boosie and them lies and Yellow Breeze and them lies. God is disappointed in it. And I'm going to tell you the civil rights, God is disappointed in it, the situation. And you allowing this to go on with Dallas and Houston. You allowing this to go on. And he lying. And this was about a Social Security issue. Because him and MO3 wanted to come up. He is disappointed in it. That just sad. It really is sad right now, guys. Social Security. We're going to talk about that going on there today. I can ask her. I don't have time for it. I'm not going to ask. Hey, I am sorry for screaming, guys. I am sorry for screaming. I am really sorry for screaming. I needed to be a little more voice, but when you got so much passion, how can you do it? It's sad that they let this stuff go on, man. It's sad how y'all letting this lie go on with this guy. Let me tag this little lie in. Let me tag this little lie in. Care about his artist. Let me tag this lie in. We're gonna forget Yellow Breeze in this one. We don't need him in this one. Let me tag this little lie in. Shit's sad, bro. It's sad. It's just sad, bro. It's really sad what's going on, bro. It's sad. It's sad what's going on here, man. It is sad, bro. Social Security. I keep messing up. I have to go back and forth. This is about Social Security. It's sad that this gotta go like, and I'm sorry for hollering, Justice Department, Social Security. When y'all get my thing, I'm sorry for hollering. I'm sorry for the things I just did. I gotta be more calmer. I gotta learn how to be more, because they watching me. They're gonna be able to see this and they watching. So I'm sorry for hollering and hollering, and things. So, we gotta be a little more calmer, though, right? Hey, I got a little control over it at the end of the day, right? I got a little control. I got a little control over it. But the passion went deep. The passion went too deep. Hey guys, the passion I went to it went too deep. Don't mind the house and thing over here sometimes. I gotta clean up. It ain't that damn bad. I got my son stuff all over the damn place. So it ain't too bad over here, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So hey senators, I hope y'all have a good day. Dallas, everybody in my community. Yesterday the devil was I was at Walmart and I'm like, man, no, not our neighbors. Like, we gotta keep the devil from trying to get to us because he can work in mysterious ways. And he can use us by spirit and emotions. And he can use that against us. And sometimes one of the things we have as humans, because we clash heads with each other. And that can be the dangerous aspect of clashing heads with each other, right? So I gotta get all of that up. I should have been like better with my room and stuff. I know, hey, come on. So, everything, I'm actually calm, guys. I don't want to say that he got a lot of anger, like they said. No, it's passion. And trust me, I know how to calm it down. Now, one of the things on TikTok we talked about what you do in tense situation with friends. I will go take that walk. It's best to tell your friend to go take a walk, go in the backyard and go in another room and chill or sleep it off. That's the best thing to do if you at a friend's house, or go in that room and relax yourself. Go your ass in that room. That's the best thing to do when you dealing with a friend or dealing with something. I told him to take a walk, go in the other room and walk it off and close the door. So I just think that's the best idea when it comes to friendships and comes to handling friendships. And sometimes you gotta take a walk. And sometimes you have to be the one that take a walk. Sometimes you have to be the one to take the walk. And I think that's can be the biggest thing. It's not that, oh, he making me. Stop thinking that. You have to be the bigger man. Some people try to use that against you, but you have to be the bigger man. So you have to be the bigger man in certain situations. It doesn't matter. Blah, 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 blah. And, you know, sometimes I go sit on my porch before anything. I'm gonna close this door and sit on the porch. Or get a. It's good for you to have a pad. So we have to understand those things and those understanding, right? This is about Social Security. Now we gotta clean up these damn tracks and get. And this dude sitting up there smiling with his line self. Oh, but God said we gotta. Hey, you used to have the thing out of it, right? We need to stop. I am. Let me tell you something. One thing God said. I'm going on a spiritual journey. I thought about the spiritual retreat. Right? We are going to nurture ourselves a little bit more, but God is going to be the number one factor. Because when I meditate, I bring God into my life. Meditation is just not a thing that you do. You got to mention God with it. It doesn't matter if I get in there and pray and do any of those things. However, what you do to reach God, that's the most important to me. And I feel like I'm a Catholic and a Baptist, a Christian and a Catholic. I feel like that because God understands more than anything. You don't know, like, y'all don't understand it. God, like, y'all don't understand it. Like, you collided together. You don't understand it. Like, so, so everybody, we have a good time. I want to enjoy some of this. I hope y'all be safe and everybody be safe or whatever they do in Social Security, especially in my local office. I hope somebody be safe at my local office. My family be safe. Everybody, my community, everybody. So I know that sometimes you gotta wish that everybody be safe and just wish them best of luck. The one thing I'm tired of this. I have a lot of other issues that I have to handle with women, but I don't. We're gonna leave that alone. This is not the time conversation to talk about women when we're talking about other things.